Hi guys, hope you're doing well. I know it's been a really long time since I last spoke to you guys, but I hope you haven't forgotten about me. I'm going to do my July favorites for you, and it's a bit of a hodgepodge, but we'll make it through. So the first stuff I'm going to talk about is hair, because as you can tell, I have like issues with my hair here, and even though I'm not as upset as I was when I first got here, I've kind of got used to it. It's been a hassle, you know. I look kind of like the crazy lady, and this is my hair naturally. It's just kind of curly, not curly, messy, you know, kind of big. You know, I flip it here, I flip it there. I look like a mad woman, but you know, everybody tells me they prefer curly hair on me than straight, and I always feel like that is always said with people who have curly hair, that people prefer their curls than their straight, and we always prefer our hair straight. So anyway, I think I look better with straight hair, but you know, when it's holiday stuff or I'm feeling a little bit wild, curly hair does fine. So anyway, yeah, I came back from work. I'm just wearing, you know, regular work shirt and stuff, and I thought if I don't do this now, I will never do it. So anyway, back to my hair, clearly very rambly. I decided to give this a try, which all of you were mentioning when I was talking about shampoos to get. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know what I'm talking about. My link is always down below. So I went originally for the Pantene, in America you guys say Pantene, BB cream. But since I was using that, after I would shower, my scalp would get really itchy. So it was kind of weird, because you'd think it was a little bit more friendly for your hair and scalp, but I think I was getting irritated by that. So I decided to go and pick this up, and it's the Suave anti-breakage shampoo for normal to fragile hair. And I just got this one because it had with our puhi ginger and honeysuckle. Sounded nice, and it has no parabens, no dyes, and it's pretty good because I have not had any itchy scalp since I've used this, so that's a good sign. And my hair feels really soft once I rinse it out, whereas with the Pantene one, it was kind of stripping my hair dry until I put the conditioner on. And it smells good, and I only used it one time, and normally I use shampoo twice. So I was really happy with that. I also have shorter hair, so that makes it easier to manage, but that was really good, and this was only like a couple of dollars. It was really inexpensive. And the other thing that I've been really enjoying, and I've had this since May, is the Bumble and Bumble Surf Infusion. And this is mixed up, but normally it's a bit separated. And so I've used this since May, pretty much every other day, or at least 3 times a week. And you know, it's lasted really well, and I have it in my hair today. So kind of when my hair is wet, I will put it on, and it just kind of like emphasizes some of the curls. I know with this lighting and on my Mac, but you can't tell. But like, and also I've been like out in the humidity, but my curls just kind of stay a little bit more in place. They're a little bit more wavy. If you can see the lightness in my hair, that's not me dyeing it, that's the sun. My hair is really sensitive to the sun, so it always dyes like to a lighter shade. But I've liked this. If you use too much, your hair will get crunchy. So I literally just flick it on one side, kind of spray here and there, then I flip it to the other side, spray here and there, and then that's it. And then I'll just scrunch everything up, and yeah, it does really nicely. So initially it'll feel a bit like man-made, which I don't like, but throughout the day it just softens again. So I like this, and I would probably repurchase this. So that's all it is for hair. I hope you guys have got like a coffee or something, because I feel like I'm just going to be talking for ages. So skincare wise, oh my god, yes, I'm really happy about these. Okay, so the first thing, the Neutrogena Deep Clean Long Last Shine Control Daily Scrub. I really like this because obviously I'm in Miami. It's very humid and very shiny. I like the fact that it's a good scrub. You know, it's not just like one of those measly creams with a few beads here and there. It's kind of jam-packed, so I feel like I can exfoliate good, and it takes off my makeup nicely. That's the only things I have to say about this. In terms of shine control, I don't know if it really helps, because I use something else for shine control, which I think definitely helps. But yeah, I just like it as a scrub. I like it. I like the way that it really removes my makeup, because my cleansers do not remove my makeup very well at the moment. And yeah, it's got rice protein. It says control shine for 8 hours, and I think it helps keep things at bay. But you know, a scrub is always good, but it's not as good as any mask in terms of removing impurities. So I think this is good, but I haven't bought a mask in a while. I really need to get my Mary Badescu one back in like motion. But yeah, just for removing and just kind of good exfoliation, because you know I get dry here, it's been really good. Then this eye cream is the Shiseido White Lucent Anti-Dark Circles Eye Cream. One of you lovely ladies mentioned this to me to get as like an instant gratification cream. I don't know if you can see, I've used a little bit of it. It looks like a little bit more dipped in than it is. You really don't need anything. Like I literally touch it like that. Whatever's on like that, I'll just put it, and I put it right here where the bags are, as such, and then kind of like any excess I'll bring it up to where the darkness starts, because your eyelashes draw heat, and so will naturally bring the cream up to the like closer areas. So you can start quite low with eye creams, and especially on your orbital bone, that's the best place to put it. So I love this because I feel like my dark circles went really nicely. Like I literally think that I have hardly any dark circles left, and I don't know if you can tell, but I mean I do have makeup on this, but this is like 12 hours worth of makeup, and just my eyes, obviously I know myself more, it's just not dark anymore. It's done something, so I'm really happy. It's just I'm a little puffy today just because I've been working long shifts, but I love this, and this is 100% worth it. I think it was like $50 or something, maybe even 55. 100% worth it, because I literally use nothing and I've seen an effect, and this is gonna last me for a year for sure. For sure, it'll last me a year. So I think that's money well spent. And then my favorite is this. This is the Murad or Murad. I don't know how you guys say it, but it's the Oil Control Matifier SPF 15 PA++. It's the number 3 in the line, Hydrate and Protect. This is such a cool cream. You know, it's great. It has the SPF 15. It's not like so strong, but it's good for like every day. You know, I'm mostly inside, but, you know, obviously rays come through the window, so SPF 15 is fine for that. It really is an amazing oil control, because I walk to work up to a point, and I'm like, by the end of it, I literally I'm just tearing with sweat. It's just inevitable. It's gonna happen. When I'm in the car, obviously I don't have that problem, but throughout work, where I am, I'm like on the top floor. It's just so hot there, and I could see I was always sweating, or really shiny here or here, and I'd always remember I have to go to the loo and get like a tissue and dab myself, or use an oil blotting sheet, and it would just be so annoying, because I'd always have to think about it, you know, like you know, people are like talking to me, and I know they're talking to me or looking at me a little bit more because I have an accent, but sometimes I would feel like they were looking at me because I was so shiny. And ever since I used this, I've not had a single problem. Like, I literally am not shining, and it's amazing. So if you have that problem, definitely get it. The one thing that is a bit interesting about this, which I wasn't too sure about at the beginning, was when you pull out the cream and dispense it onto your fingers, it's very thick, like very thick, and you're kind of like moving it around and stuff, and it feels moisturizing, but it's just extremely thick. And I mean, I guess that's where the hydrate part comes of it, but it's unusual feeling. It almost, but then it just goes away. So I don't know, I can't really describe it. I'm a little bit tired too, but yeah, really interesting. So if you suffer from oil as your main concern, I mean, get that. I think this will work really well. It's very like potent. And then last bit of creams is my beloved Hempz, the original Hydrate and Nourished, enriched with 100% pure natural hemp seed oil. This I always talk about. It smells like banana smoothies, or like fruit gum, or fruit salad sweets, if you guys know what that is. I love it so much, and it's just so refreshing and yummy to put on after a shower. It's a massive tub like this. You can get them from Ulta, but I found this at TJ Maxx for $12.99, whereas apparently it's $26 normally. So I'm really happy. I use it every day after the shower, and I love it. I love the fact that I feel really nourished. I like the way that it smells on me. It makes my skin feel really smooth. I just kind of feel a little bit pampered, and yeah, the smell, guys, like just smell it. So yummy. Okay, so then to a naughty thing, this. Bark Thins snacking chocolate. This is the dark chocolate pretzel with sea salt. Sorry, I keep looking at the screen, whereas I should look at you guys. This is amazing. It's so yummy. If you're like me and you, after I did a video on the Ghirardelli dark sea salt and caramel, and you tried it and you're like, oh, Arzu has like good taste, then you'll like this one because it's just so, so good. You don't need very much to satisfy your craving, and I love it, and you can get this from Target. Okay, then onto makeup. So I've got like a whole load of makeup that I brought with me from England to use, and so I'm limited with what I've got, and I really haven't bought too much makeup since I've been here just because of lack of time. So these truly are my favorites. This one I always talk about, the Brow Duality. I think I mentioned it in our favorites before, like last month or two. This one is the matte highlight in Shell. I use this as my inner waterline now rather than on my eyebrows, and I've got it on today. It's kind of rubbed off, but it just brightens it without looking stark, and very natural, and I love it. I love that one. Then foundation-wise, I've been enjoying the Perfection Lumiere Velvet by Chanel. This has SPF 15 as well, and I'm in the color 30 beige. And I've been using it with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I mean, this combo is life. It's so good. I love the way the Chanel product smells. It smells like the Tan de Soleil. But I also like the fact that it's smoothing, and it just... I really don't put very much on because I'm in such a hot climate. My skin naturally has become a little bit better and a little bit more even because of the sun. So it's just really, it's really, really nice. It covers well. I don't feel like it slips off. As I said, like this is 12-hour makeup and I'm still pretty flawless. It stayed, it's got SPF 15, I love it. This brush is just beautiful. I use it for every single foundation I own. It just smooths it on so well. You don't need to press in deep, you just literally use the tips of the brush and it just evenly dispenses it and like buffs it in, and it's just wonderful, it's wonderful. My favorite blush has been the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I've got it on my cheeks today. I don't think you'll be really able to tell, but it's just a nice subtle glow. And when you look at it in like Walgreens or CVS, you'll look at it and think, oh my goodness, that's so shiny and so like shimmery, and it's not gonna work, and it's just gonna be too much. I'm gonna look really caked on. You won't. And I remember having that same fear, and one of you guys told me on Instagram that it's not like that at all, and it's true. You just get such a beautiful peachy glow. It's a highlighter in one, and you just look really beautifully flushed. And I've been enjoying it with this shape brush. This one is the Sonia Kashuk brush, but I don't know the name of it. This was a limited edition one that Michelle gave me. And this style brush is beautiful, so it's kind of like a wide stippling brush but extremely soft. And I'll just cake some more on because I'm gonna go for a shower anyway, but like I tap it like this, and I don't even like tap the excess off, and I just run it up, and it's amazing. It just gives such a beautiful professional glow. I just look so kind of dolly with this, and I like that. And what else do I have in here? Oh, obviously my favorite, I mention this all the time as well, is the Smashbox Contour Palette. I've actually hit pan on the bronzer. This bronzer is so beautiful, and the brush it comes with, oh, I love this brush. It's just perfect. It looks like a typical angle brush. I don't know if it's because it's a short handle brush, I love it more, but you know, I just tap it in like that and then run it kind of where you contour your face, and I use that as like a little bit of a bronzer, a bit of a definition. The contour blush shade is really beautiful too. So is the highlight, but I don't use the highlight anymore just because I don't need to, and I don't want too much powder on my face. But the bronzer, the color is just working really, really well for me. And then I have two of these, but my favorite would be this color. This is the Color Tattoo by Maybelline, the Leather Collection 24-Hour Wear in 85 Deep Forest. If you have brown eyes, you have to pick this up. It is phenomenal. I kind of just put it, my eyes are, you know, a little bit different where I have like a crease right here. So I'll get my ring finger and tap it on just in that little section there, and then let it dry a little bit, then tap it on and kind of work it to make it darker. And then with my Too Faced Natural Matte palette that I got back from my sister, yes, I use Nude, which is a really, really light sort of brown, and I put that in my crease, and then in the corner of my eyes I use Cashmere Bunny, which is a bit more of a darker brown, and I just put that here, and it just looks so beautiful, and it really brings out my eyes, and it really makes my lashes look amazing. Like, you can just see my lashes, like, even though I've got like bare, like kind of nudie type of like lids at the moment, when I look up, like, you can't see my lashes as much, but when I put the green on, for some reason, the lashes just kind of like become more emphasized, so I love it. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about, because, I mean, I've got so much I can talk about in here, but they're all literally my favorite because I use them every day. Oh, maybe I'll talk about this as well. This Buxom lip gloss is beautiful. This is in the color Jessica. These are the full-on lip polish, so they are the ones that kind of make your lips tingly, but this is such a beautiful color. If you want like a really good work color that has like good shine to it, it is a little bit plumping, so you know, you look a little bit pouty without looking unprofessional. It's got kind of like a minty feeling, so you feel a bit fresh, and you just want like a cute pink color, just like a typical pink, just kind of like a natural pink lip, where you don't look so try hard at work. This is it. So Jessica, it is wonderful, and especially, as I say, like me, I always talk about this, if you've got darker lips and you want like lighter colored lips without putting the lip liner, then the lipstick, then the lip gloss, this is the one you want to go for, because it's got great coverage. I love it. And then finally, I'm going to talk about the Eraser Eye by Maybelline. This is in the shade, I think it's the light one. Oh no, it's called Nude. It's the Perfect and Cover Concealer with Goji Berry. I love this. Mine's kind of exploded in the lid just because of the aeroplane, but it's a sponge tip applicator. You literally just put it on right at the bottom and work your way up, and it covers really, really well. It's so light, it doesn't kind of, when you sweat, separate or anything, and it's just a really good coverage, like especially if you don't need too much. I find it amazing. Shade Nude is just wonderful. It's still a little bit lighter than my skin tone, so it gives me that little difference that I'm looking for without looking like, oh, she's super tan with white underneath her eyes. So yes, that is my quick, I hope it was quick, I don't know, little July favorites for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I'm currently using this perfume, by the way. It's called Vanitas by Versace, and it's such a very feminine, light, florally scent, and I feel like it's just nice for work. Like, it doesn't, I just smell fresh. I don't smell like I'm heavily like perfumed, and I just still feel a bit feminine, because where I work, literally there are no women, so I'm like the girl in the department, so it's kind of nice to feel a little bit more feminine sometimes, and I just feel fresh with this. And it's a beautiful bottle, and I got this from TJ Maxx actually, just because my Burberry one, I couldn't find it that day, but I'm actually really, really loving it. It just feels very ladylike. So yeah, I'm done. I'll see you later. I really can't wait to read your comments. I'll talk to you soon. Take care, guys.